Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Pass to Hardaway. Tries to keep it alive. White with it. He's picked up by Hardaway.
Well, credit the speed of Kobe White. Able to anticipate the play, grab the steal, and get the break going.
All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Cunningham. The Bulls making their last shot. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And no lack in concentration. Cunningham going to work.
Outside Herter. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Herter. Duren with a rebound. There's Cunningham with a three. And Detroit another three.
Man, that right there gives you a sense of just how quick Cunningham really is.
Here's Buzelis. Pounded by Harris. Here's White. Up and in on the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Over Herter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
From deep, Giddey. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Thompson right side. Here's Cunningham. Again the miss by Cunningham. Chicago trailing here. Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian. Injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and...
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
There's Cunningham showing off that leaping ability. Outstanding finish with the slam. Defensively, have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Cade Cunningham getting it done. What a move that time. Cunningham's got 9 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Pass to Herter. Here's Buzelis. Still no points. Now Duren. Harris with it. Hardaway with it. He's guarded by White. For three, here's Harris. The shot, no good. The Bulls trail by three. Giddey with it. Now guarded by Harris. The three is up. Herder can't hit. Here's Thompson. And it's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great time.
Outside Herder. The kick out to White. Thompson with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Cunningham. Goes to the fadeaway. He's got 11.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Up top, Giddey. And stolen by Cunningham. It's tipped. Here's Buzelis. With one on the clock. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding.
14.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5 of the same draft.
Sinks it from distance.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Thompson. Out to Beasley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Chicago with a rebound. He shoots it. Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddey. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Beyond the arc. Goes back up. And he lays it in. Vucevic has got 9.
A player that seemingly inhales rebounds. Vucevic attacks the glass with great energy.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
It's hauled in by Herder.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And, Coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You'd like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
Cunningham with the ball. Now Herder defending. Out to Schroeder. Chicago with a rebound. Back Out to Herder. Over to the wing. Here's Buzelis. He got a piece of it. And here's Schroeder outside. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. Chicago leading by 5. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive, Cunningham's skilled at getting to the cup.
Nails it from 3.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attention.
Ooh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
The ferocious finish. Love watching Cunningham use his size and athleticism on the drive.
Here's Giddey. Schroeder with a rebound. Pistons trail up by 4. It's hauled in by White. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 14-6 run from Pete Giddey. Rebounded by the Pistons. Harris outside. Throws it up high. And finished off by Stewart.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris, just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
That one falls. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Cunningham. Over Herder. And it's Cunningham missing. To the paint. Pass to Vucevic. This one for 3. No luck on that one. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead, up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
23.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Collins. Shots blocked.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Here's Phillips. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. 4-point game. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Banked it in off the glass. Duren's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
Collins outside. Back to ball. Can't get it to drop. Cunningham with some nice D. For the tie. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Here's Ball, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Such a creative player. Ball is especially clever at figuring out ways to draw fouls.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on.
To the inside. Collins. Back to Smith. From deep three-point land. Duren with a rebound. The Pistons trailing. Thompson right side. Pass to Harris. The baseline J is on the way. Good as the jump shot falls. Harris has got 5 points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Cunningham with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Here's Duren. Thompson outside. Back to Duren. Unloads. Off target from the wing. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allie.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Here's Smith. And it's good. 2 points. And the Bulls lead by 2.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim. And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Here's Ball. The rebound by Detroit. Cunningham looking it over. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Jalen Smith.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Here's Phillips. Kicks it out to Collins. Knocks down the long J. Collins has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And the dunk by Duren.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
As a passer, Ball has great fundamentals. His timing and accuracy are right on the money.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. So we'll see Dennis Schroeder go to the line here. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Holland. Oh, the coast-to-coast dunk.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And here's Collins for 3. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Missed it.
The Pistons, 48.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Detroit leading by 4. Outside Schroeder. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Giddy with it. Beasley covers. Outside Herder. Up top White. Right side Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Clock at 6. Second chance effort. The kick out to White. The three-pointer off the mark. Beasley for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And the foul called on Simone Fontecchio. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. There's Herder with the 3. Drains the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And he lays it up and in. And the Pistons lead by 3.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
From downtown, the rebound by Stewart. And the Pistons with possession here. Buries it down low. And now it's a 5-point Pistons lead. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Such a skilled big. 6'10" Nikola Vucevic. He can beat you up in the post, or he can step back and hit a 3-stand.
Yeah, Brian, and he's an excellent passer as well. Throughout his career, Vucevic's teams have been very good offensively, and his versatility is a big reason for that.
Here's Cunningham. Tipped. Knocked loose. Here we go, all alone. Here's Herder. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 3. Here's Cunningham. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
And here's Cunningham outside. Cunningham confident in his range.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Cunningham. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And just a high IQ play. Cunningham goes for a pump fake, and now he's headed to the line.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Giddey into the lane. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. The Pistons lead by 4. And here's Cunningham. The 3, here's Harris. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And here's the fast break. Pass to Herder. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by.
Wow!
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Vucevic's shot is off. And here's Detroit. 3-point lead. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Back to Giddey. And stolen by Cunningham. The finish! Finished off the break. Thompson's got 6 in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. the force.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And stolen by Hardaway. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Cunningham. Oh, Cade Cunningham, strong.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation. Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
Detroit on D. It's a three-point game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Detroit with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Line for the Pistons.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Chicago Lovable.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. Doesn't go for him. So we see the Pistons get the win.